Torr works as a super quarry, actually produces around 5.5 million tonnes a year of limestone. It has around about 150 staff members, quite a big site. Just try and split in that area up just so there's kind of like different areas. So like we've got extraction and production, distribution and processing, maintenance teams, and obviously the kind of like main office, which is our kind of senior leaders and management structure. And CheckProof has been integrated really well onto site. One, we kind of wanted to stop the loss of like documents, because it takes so long for a document to get back up to the main office for it to be filed and kind of kept back. We kind of wanted a system that would have that kind of instantaneous availability, I suppose, and be able to not get lost, you know, on that kind of move up from the bottom of the quarry to main office. That was our kind of main aim, is to try and move away from paper-based checklists and put it all onto a digital system. We use it mainly for our Regulation 12 inspections, geotechnical inspections as well, so daily, weekly and monthly inspections. That's been fantastic. Just the ability to take a photo of a problem, and for someone that is so far away in the main office to then view it up on their computer or app, you know, like instantly is fantastic. You know, the travel time to go out to that area and look at that problem could take, you know, up to an hour. So just to have that there and then is just a fantastic feature. We do use it for environmental data collection as well. So if we're going to go out and monitor boreholes, what we do is extract that data from CheckProof, and it immediately populates our hydrographs and things like that. So it's taken a 1 to 2 day data input task for someone into about 5 minutes. So it's really reduced that time down for us. We also use it for, more recently introduced for maintenance teams to manage their workload. So now they've completely moved over to the CheckProof system, and we use the planning tool to plan work orders for them. Yeah, I think just the immediate kind of response to like deviations raised. I think there's a lot more visibility on things. Yeah, it's kind of building this bigger picture that we were kind of maybe weren't fully aware of, because it would have been shout over the radio or on an email, or someone said something to someone and it wasn't quite picked up or forgotten about. So you're kind of seeing that bigger picture of what's going on. So yeah, no, it's been really good and beneficial to site. Yeah, initially I was working in collaboration with our engineering manager on site. He wanted a system that his team could stand around and kind of, he wanted like a touchscreen monitor that he could plan workload on for different shifts. So immediately we looked at the planning tool system, because it shows a calendar, like a viewer. So we would change the deviation template to a work order. They have the ability to view their risk assessments and add that information in. They've got the ability to sign against a job as well. They can add work times to it as well, so you're kind of building a picture of how long things are taking on different assets, which is really useful. We have someone who works in the maintenance department that deals with like planning their workload. So she will upload their work on a weekly basis. They've got the ability to move the work order to whichever day and time that they want, which is really useful. We put our planned maintenance our plant shutdowns on there as well. And yeah, it's just been a really good visual for the team to see. So we have senior leadership up at the main office block. They're not necessarily down in those areas that they manage. So just having visibility immediately on their computer or on an app. We've done it so that each area, if there's a deviation raised in that area, it immediately goes to that section manager. So they kind of got full visibility on their team's workload and problem areas. Yeah, I think the main one for us is, because we are such a big site, we've got a lot of assets that are currently set up on CheckProof. and just having like a history on that asset. And yeah, if there's any problem areas on a certain asset, it kind of highlights really quickly for us. We can extract that data. We've got working hours against that asset. We've got deviations raised against that asset. We've got work orders raised against that asset, and you're kind of building this picture of, you know, that's actually a real problem, the amount of hours that's being worked on this one asset. At the end of the year, you can kind of see a full report of the site and how it's doing, and also each asset and how much work's going into each one. So you're not printing off loads of paperwork all the time, you know. People scanning in documents all day, every day, you know, chasing that paperwork, you know, it's usually lost or misplaced. So just having it all on one system and being able to extract data from that, that's a real benefit for us, especially at a large site. There's been loads of benefits. You can definitely see a lot more visibility, just the kind of different options you've got when raising actions or deviations or work orders. You know, the options, you can take a video, you can, you know, take that photo and apply different tools to it just to make someone's life a bit easier in the maintenance department. So it's the visibility of what that team is actually doing, because on a shift, you could potentially have someone, you know, I've been in this area, I've been in that area, but it kind of wasn't documented anywhere, but now it is. Yeah, I've been really proud actually with the team at Torr, because they've really embraced it. And usually with a new system, there's kind of that reluctancy to kind of take it on, or, you know, people don't like change. But I show them the system for like 5 minutes and they're well up for the change. I think the support is brilliant, which also puts me in a positive mindset about it as well, because I am getting that support. And also how easy the system is to use.